Greetings YouTube, it's Matt from The Green Arcade. We are back live on Twitch, twitch.tv/The Green Arcade. And we're going to go sell some silage bells. Hopefully make enough money back to pay back our loan. This truck is in the mod hub. This is the truck that I found to do the gooseneck trailer. Let's go take a look at it here. Whoops. Trucks. So this is the in-game truck. You cannot do the hitch on this one. The only options you have for this one is the flatbed, the tipper, the box body, or the flatbed. So that's the only options you got. You can do the, crew cab and all that stuff. So you can do that with that one. But they have this one in the mod hub that you can do. This is the flat deck. Then you have the tipper. You can still do the box body. You can do the standard flatbed without the hitch on it. And then you can do the one with the hitch. So I wanted one with the hitch so we could pull this gooseneck trailer. You can do pretty much everything else that you can almost. There's a few more, I think, color customizations you can do with it. Like with the rims and stuff. Yeah, definitely a few more. You can kind of customize them up a little bit. I think it comes with white rims. So yeah, I just went with the standard chrome rims, and you can put a beacon on it. You can do this beacon, and then there's a clear beacon that emits the same color. So I'm guessing the LEDs inside it are amber, but it's the same flash. It's the same color. So I just went with the amber beacon to do it. So, all right, so I'm going to pick up our control bales here. These are the control bales. These are the last bales. Usually it's only one bale. Good morning, Trent. Usually it's only one bale, but this is like the last bale that we wrap, just so we can kind of say, okay, if this was the last bale that we wrapped and it's silage, we know that all the other bales are silage. So that's how we do that. Alright, now what I'm gonna do, I've got it off right now. I'm gonna reset the trailer. So I do left bumper and Y, and then to do it in transport mode, I do left bumper and X. There we go. They load right up on there. I'm just gonna go and hit these stacks. I've got 3 stacks by the field up there on the north side of that field, and then almost 4 stacks right here. I try not to pick up any other bales. That's one thing with this thing. If you have it activated for transport mode and you're beside any other bales, it will pick them up. So you gotta be careful. Oh, I just knocked them over. That'd be alright. And you can't turn too fast with this. You can drive fast with it, but you can't turn too fast with it. Your truck will go all kinds of wonky. Try to flip. Don't want to flip. I want to make it there and back in one piece. So I've tried selling down to biogas. I would go down there to sell, but it just does not sell down there. I've set the bells in the front of the thing. I've tried putting them in the thing. They just do not sell. I think you have to own the biogas for it to do anything, and even then I don't know that you get money right away for it. So we're just going to go in town. There's not much fluctuation in the prices for silage. We're just going to go down here and sell them at the bale sale place and call it a day. Oh, the BGA is broken right now. Well, that explains it. I guess that's maybe coming with the update. I know there's some fixes coming. There's some triggers for the animals. The price of popcorn or buttered popcorn will be coming down, because right now I think buttered popcorn you can sell for $13,000. And that's on normal. We're playing on the normal economy. Yeah. I know he's already submitted the update to Giants, so we'll see it in about a month, a couple months, something like that. You know, they're I think they're getting faster, maybe a little faster at pushing some stuff out, or maybe it's just stuff that's been there for a while and they're finally getting it out. So I don't know. All right, this is where we're going. And the trigger is really small here. It's like right there. Can you see it even? Not that square. It's this square right here. So you really have to drive almost straight into it. Maybe he'll make that trigger bigger. I'm gonna get right up in it here, and then I'm just gonna pull forward slowly. I'm gonna release the bells, and they should just fall straight down. Yeah, there we go. So 42 plus 16. What's 42 plus 16? Hey Siri, what's 42 plus 16?
Like
42 plus 16 is 58.
So 58 grand, about average 58 grand per load. Whoa. $58 grand per load. Plus the cattle come out of the fence. Yeah, I had a little, it wasn't a baby cow, but it was a youthful cow. He got out, he was in the barn. Like he was out of the paddock in the barn. And I kept saying, get back in there, cow. And he wouldn't go back in there. He just sat there and jumped around and played around. And I think he wanted to play. That's why he got out. So, yeah, they do get out. I haven't seen any out up here, but we don't farm up here yet. There. Reset the pickup. And I'm full. Back to town. So 58 grand per load. We had almost 4 there, and then we got 3 up there. Hey Siri, what's 58 times 7?
58 times 7 is 406.
So we won't be able to pay back the entire loan. We'll be able to pay back a big chunk of it. I think we took out quite a bit more. Finances. Yeah, we're at 810. So it'll be a minute. It'll be not until we sell the wood chips will we be able to pay that all the way back. Guess we could sell. We probably could sell some oats if it's time to. I don't know when the best time to sell oats is.
Got close to like 500,000 liters in there.
500,000. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Close to it. It's like 485 or 490.
Save a few for the. Well, we want to do flour out of a lot of it, and a few for the horses. Let's see. Yeah, 486. Looks like December, so we'll probably just hang on to it. We want to make flour for the pizzas. We need cheese, flour, and ketchup, I think, for the pizzas. Really, it's not ketchup. It's probably some kind of tomato sauce or pizza sauce. Somehow they make some kind of sauce, I'm sure. Surprised they didn't add, like, you know, the mushrooms and stuff into that. Or the onions. There's the full load, so 58.4 is what we get per load. Oh, this truck will go 74? I was going like 50. You should see the stack of bells on here with the Unreal capacity enabled.
Oh, really?
It is like double the height, so I think it's like 4 bales high with the realistic one. So it's like 8 bales high. I didn't think I was gonna make it through town. It is really tall. Corn. I'm getting close. 60. Oh, I'm going uphill now. Gonna start dropping down. I was hoping to get up to 88 miles an hour. Good morning, Big Al. Why am I in your truck? Is this your truck? Are you sure? It's got a hitch on it. Is that your truck? Plus it's got a beacon on top. will say the hitch on this is you can raise and lower it on the gooseneck. You want to make sure that you've got a little bit of space up there at the top, because if you leave it fully out, then you can't hook it up. You wanna leave about that much space at the top of the post. You can hook it up if it's shorter than that, but it will lift your truck off the ground a little bit and then click in and hook up. So make sure you leave about that much room. Usually if you leave about that much room, it just slides right up to it. I think they need to shave a little bit off of the post on this mod. A little bit. Or make the end of it face the ribble maybe or something. What map is this? This is, well, I'll drive through town. Can you tell me what map it is? I'm driving through town right now. Does it look familiar? Alma, that is correct. Alma, Missouri. If you like Alma, Missouri, getting caught in the rain, we'll be wrapping up all bales, and then we'll break this great game. Whoa! See, that's why you can't turn fast. Huh? Yeah, it is. It was really well done the first time, but there have been a few little changes. There is an update slated to come out for this soon. He submitted the update to Giants, so fixes some minor issues. Yep, I think that's one of the ones that he's gonna fix. There's some triggers with the animals, more specifically the cows. And Trent says the BGA is broken, and that's why you can't sell the bales there. So yeah, there's some fixes coming for a few things. I know that he's gonna lower the price of buttered popcorn, or maybe all the popcorn. I don't know. We'll be minus one bale on this trip. Just didn't have enough to make one more bale. I probably could have if I mowed those places that I didn't mow. I guess I'll have to count my bales next time and see what all I need to make a full load. So the last 3 stacks will be up this gravel road down here somewhere. Yeah, up that gravel road right there. I got 3 more stacks up there on the north end of that field. Oh, and while I'm driving to town, mmm, Dr. Pepper Zero. You can tell when it's warmer in here and the humidity is high, because the can of Dr. Pepper Zero, and really all the other cans too, sweat. Used to only buy the bottles of stuff, but they stopped making the orange soda, at least in the zeros in the bottle. Or maybe they didn't stop making them, they just stopped carrying them. And the Dr. Pepper zeros in the bottle are very hard to find. I guess everybody's buying them up. Okay. Whoop. I'm gonna take the road less traveled. I don't think this connects down there though. We'll make our own road. Yep, we're gonna have to go down the rails. We're gonna have to watch for trains. Don't do this in real life, kids. I was riding down the rails on the Alma, Missouri track. Gotta get off the rails before my truck gets whacked. Don't wanna damage my truck or trailer. Oh boy, oh man, how's that, Baylor?
It's good.
The only thing I think of that rhymed with trailer. 3 full stacks right here. I think that actually was quicker. Get down here. Full load. Put in a road up here on this side of on the north side of these fields. I think I did that last time, didn't I?
I can't remember if you did or not.
I think I did. I think I put some kind of like road in up here maybe. I don't know, you could just paint something in. Paint look like the road texture in. Here comes the train, doo 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 doo. There goes the train. It's alright. Yeah. Somebody left a pile of rails there. In there. Look at that. Have you tried 7-Up Tropical Zero? No, I have not. Is it good? Somebody told me that the Sprite Zero was good, but I've heard that it wasn't good too. So I don't know. I'm almost afraid to try it. Move, people! You should not walk down a road like this. Like a glove, right through there. Oh, there's a slope. There's a, oh boy. There's a, oh no. Wait. I'm on the slope. This is not good. Whoop, 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 whoop. Down there. There we go. Yeah, I don't need to build the road on the slope. Not bad. Wish they made a Minute Maid like Fruit Punch Zero. I do like. I kind of like the Gatorade Cool Blue Zero. I have to take part of this field out to build the road. Wonder if I can mow this slope. MacDon would stick to it and mow it, not slide down. One good thing about this map is you can own all of the land. Go through this thing. A lot better than driving by those rails right next to the rails, you know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? You should know who said that, old man.
I'm sorry, what?
Know what I mean, Vern?
Ah, yeah.
Vern, 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 Vern. Anybody over 40 should know who said that. Oh, Big L got it. Ernest P. Worrell said that. That's kind of his catchphrase. Know what I mean? Oh, there's a tree. Oh. And avoid the warranty. That's correct. He did. He actually did a lot of like Shakespearean type plays back in the day. That was before he did the Ernest character. The Ernest character came about for a commercial, and then they kind of went with it. He did a lot of like local commercials, and then he got some big commercial contracts from some of the grocers and retail outlets. I know he was a big commercial, what's the right word, advertising contract with Mellow Yellow back in the day. If you drank Mellow Yellow, you probably saw in the 80s, you probably saw the commercial from Ernest P. Worrell. And they said, this guy's great. He's really popular. Let's make movies. So that's what they did. They made Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Rides Again, Ernest Goes to School, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest in the Army. I think he could have done more Ernest movies had he not passed away.
Didn't he pass away from cancer? Lung
Yeah,
cancer?
yeah, he had lung cancer. He was a big smoker. He
That's what I
never
thought, yeah.
he never put on to the kids that he was a smoker. He never smoked in front of the kids or anything that he was filming or anything like that. But yeah, he was a chain smoker. He was always smoking, and he died from lung cancer shortly after he made Toy Story 2. Because you know Jim Varney was the voice of Slinky Dog in Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2. That was Ernest P. Worrell voicing Slinky Dog. Do you know who voiced Slinky Dog in Toy Story 3 and 4?
Don't get mad, but I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen? Well, I don't really recommend 4, but who voiced Slinky Dog in Toy Story 3?
Didn't see the movie.
You never seen 3?
I've never seen 3 or 4. I've seen 1 and 2.
Oh
Not
man, you
4.
gotta see 3. 4 you can do without, but 3, yeah, you need to see 3. 3 is like the end of what's the right words? It's like the end of the trilogy. It's like, you know how there's the Skywalker saga of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Toy Story 3 is like the last movie of the Andy saga.
Oh.
So it's I cried watching Toy Story 3. Okay, but that's because, I was a kid when Toy Story 1 came out, and I remember watching Toy Story 2. That was a fantastic movie. Normally sequels, you don't think of them being fantastic, but it was. And then when Toy Story 3 came out, I watched it, and there was a couple of times that I actually teared up. Great movie, but that's because I grew up watching it. And it ended. You knew someday it would have to end a certain way, but it ended really well, in my opinion. All right. Sold the bells. Let's pay some of that loan back. Oop, wrong button. So we're 810. I'm gonna take us down to 500. That leaves us with 100,000 in the bank. So we're $500,000 in debt. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take us on to September because I want to see if they plant anything in these other fields. I know these have been harvested, but they haven't done anything with the big one or that one.
I'm gonna stop bailing then.
Oh, does that hurt you?
Oh yeah, if I'm running and I got my like cruise on and you go to sleep, I have no control.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'll end up running into the woods or a ditch or something. So I'll just stop.
Okay. I'm gonna sleep us through at least through September, maybe get us to October, and then we can cut the corn and stuff. All right. They planted something in the big one. What is that? I can't tell my colors. What is it? Wheat. That's not too bad. Could be worse. Could be parsnips. Wheat is not bad. How much is that field? I bet it's a lot. $902,000 for that field. Ouch. We do have sunflowers down here. Looking very sunflowery. Could buy this one. This is a decent sized field. How much is that one? 201 ain't bad. When do you harvest sunflowers? October. Everything's October. Soybeans, corn, sunflowers. So there's canola up there and then wheat there. They haven't planted anything up there yet. We got a little soybean field there and there that we bought. Our big soybean field is right there right now. The grass, I think, will be ready over there in October. Let's see. Is that fertilized? What does that mean? That means it's been sprayed. And it is fully fertilized. Doesn't need rolling. It's not bad on that field. It would be next year before we even considered buying the wheat field or before we could afford it. I may sell a load. I wonder how much. It's not time to sell though. What all do we got? We got 100,000 liters of corn. We'll save that for the popcorn. We've got a ton of oats. Then we got 60,000 liters of wheat. I think I'm going to save the wheat for the flour. So we will be able to do a little bit of wheat flour. Don't want to sell our diesel. We do have manure, but manure you don't get a ton for. I do need to buy a milk trailer because we've got a ton of milk. We need to make some cheese. We've got seeds. We've got slurry. Solid fertilizer. We don't want to sell any of that. Okay. Oh, dude, you can see the shadow of the train on the ground. I was like, whoa. Alright, I'm gonna hop in with old man here. Let's go sell a load of oats.
Okay.
See how much we get per load. What's the price of oats right now? We are gonna go to the grain mill. Not a great price, but for one load, maybe we'll get enough. Take out a little bit of loan to get that sunflower field. Wish they would make great demands great again. I think the only way they can do that is to turn up both the volume of great demands and the actual payout for great demands. They really could have took advantage of the, adding the whole tornado situation to the game. Because they could say, oh, a tornado hit Westbridge Hills and took out a ton of their corn crop. There's a great demand for corn at Westbridge Hills. Sell here, Lemon bow. Do you see that little bubble when I do that?
I'd see it on your screen, but
Not on
mine.
yours? We're about 3,500 feet from the green mill. Everybody's out there. Breaker 19. This is the old man in the grain arcade. Anybody got their ears on out there? We're hauling a load of oats into the grain mill. Then we're going to stop at the Choke and Puke and put some groceries down our neck. We stop in the facilities and take a 10-100, and then we'll be heading back to the farm. Roger, roger. 10-4. I was told, maybe you told me. Somebody told me not to say 10-4, good buddy.
Never say that.
Never say that. Why was that?
Yeah, I mean, you can say it if you want. But
Truckers hate it or something, right?
how do I?
Or does it mean something else?
It means something.
Okay. Don't say it, basically. That's kind of weird because one of our toys that we had back in the day, It said it. You pressed the button and it honked the horn and it said that. Is this the grain mill? It is. Thought this was the corn dryer. Where's town?
No, the corn dryer is the one with the propane, right?
Yeah, so it's right here. Okay. Okay. I was confuzzled. Yeah, this is the grain mill. How much are we gonna get per load here?
Yeah, saying that kind of means, especially if you say that in the truck stop.
In the truck stop.
Yeah, you don't want to say that in the truck stop.
So don't walk into a truck stop and say that. Okay. Don't basically just don't say it. At any time.
Basically, don't say that.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna take out, we'll save the rest of the oats. I'm gonna take out some loan and get that field. That helped a little bit. How much did I say it was? 200 is 201, I think. So I'll take out 213. Sunflowers. 201, yep. So we will buy that. We own another field. Woohoo! Had another toy that was similar to the truck. It was an ambulance. And it said different things. Something responding code 3, and then the sirens would go off and the lights would flash. Wish somebody would bring in a barbecue mod. We need somebody to do that. They'll never put it in the game. They'll never put it in the mod hub, on the in-game mod hub. But somebody somewhere needs to make a steakhouse, a barbecue joint. These will be the sell points. But they also need to put in, I guess, like a slaughterhouse for cows and pigs. Think about all the stuff you could do from that. You could make bacon, you could make sausage, you could make ham, pepperoni for the pizzas, you can make beef patties, steaks, ground beef, all the good essential stuff to life. Oh yeah. The funny thing about the ambulance is the wheels squeaked really bad. I don't know why, they always did. But anytime I would roll that thing around, the wheels squeaked on it really bad. It was really bad. Alright. Funny, I was sitting in the passenger seat, but I hopped out on your side.
That's kind of weird.
Head over to the house over here, and I guess we'll sleep some more. Go to October. The grass is not ready yet. It's in the first cutting stage, but we want it in that nice tall cutting stage before I And I don't know that I'm going to mow to the extent that I did last time. Maybe just the field. Alright, okay, let's sleep to 8. Go the next day. Uh-oh. Big Al's got deer in his pea field. That doesn't sound right. Uh-oh. We're out of space at the wool farm. This grass looks ready. Well, let's see. Do that. Ugh, I ate my Wheaties this morning. Urgh. Alright, let's make sure no cows have gotten out. Nope. Looks like they're all in there right now. Alright, one more day. Actually, I'm gonna go over and check this. I don't think it's ready. No, it's not ready yet. Yeah, I don't think that grass is ready either. It kind of looked like it was, but it's not. Needs to be... Well... Let me find a place where I didn't mow. There's one down here. I mowed everywhere. Yeah, so there you can tell the difference. There's the grass that I mowed. There's the grass that I didn't mow. It's fuller and more flushed with grass life. Alright, I'm gonna go sleep again. See the real mower they put in the mod hub? Alright, we should be ready to harvest our soybeans and our corn now. If it ain't raining. Yay! Seed hog tank on sale. Alright, we got a lot of harvesting to do. Corn, sunflower, soybeans. Need to put some fuel in that thing. I'll do it when I swap out to the corn head. I think I've got enough to do that soybean field. Oh boy, old man, you getting on them baling them straw bales. Look at there.
I was having flashbacks.
Where are you?
Oh yeah.
Bale challenge.
PSD going back.
Alright, let's see. Where should I start? Start down here on the corner. And that curve was too sharp. Probably because it bends back around this way. Need to make wide curves so the GPS will hang on to them. Yep, and it didn't do it there either. Save. Price of straw is. Well, here we go. It's not too bad. $74. It'll be 86 in December. Be higher then. Not too much of a price fluctuation though. Pretty field. Hmm. Alright, corn time. Let me go get some fuel. Good morning, Jacob. How's it going? Whoop. Yep. We're doing straw on, I think, everything almost. Be nice if we had the corn straw texture. What are those lines? You talking about the GPS lines? Probably GPS lines. Those are the in-game GPS lines with Farming Simulator 25. I'm making a miss. I am on PC. I am with an Xbox controller, but I am on PC. I hit the button. up and cut them other bean fields up there. Forgot about them. They're not very big. Don't slide off in the creek.
I'm gonna try not to.
We were just talking about Ernest P. Worrell and all the stuff that he used to advertise for. This
Yeah.
place called, what is it? Purity Dairy is celebrating their 100-year anniversary as Nashville's hometown dairy. So they're bringing back some of their old advertisements and stuff. I'll put that in Discord. Good old Ernest. Advertising for Purity Dairy. It was big around central Tennessee and Kentucky for doing ads and stuff. Oh, look at the way these lines go. They go that way. Technically, no. This is the enhanced. What's it called? Is it enhanced or enable straw swath or something like that?
It's an straw.
Just
I
enable
think it's
straw.
yeah, I think it's in the mod hub.
Yeah, it is in the mod hub. This is for PC and console, I think. I think it's for both of them. Basically, this just enables straw swath on almost any crop. Any crop that can be done with these types of harvesters. It is disappointing that it doesn't like have a corn stalk texture to it, because you can in real life uh, drop this as corn stalk and bale it up, but it's on here. It's just a straw. Time for another. Starting to feel like summertime. I'm gonna have to change that thing out. You opened your pop at the same time I did, huh? So John Cena's finally retiring.
Is he?
What it looks like. Says says it's his final WrestleMania. I'm sure it won't be. He'll get down the road a ways and come back out of retirement for one last match, or something like that. They always do. Save.
Can you imagine what their bodies are like? The pain that they're in every day.
Oh man, yeah. By the time they get in their late 30s, they have the body of a 80-year-old man.
I couldn't imagine it.
No, the Undertaker, he has to do. He does the cryo stuff where they freeze you and stuff. He has to do that with his body because of the pain he's in. He's had multiple surgeries on his elbow and probably more than that.
That cryo stuff, that'd be the quickest way to spend $100.
Yeah.
Because they can only do it for like, what, 30 seconds or something like that?
Yes, I think so. I'll never do it just because I watched an episode and I'm trying to remember what show it was. Was it 911 or something like that? Where the guy, something happened and the guy stayed in there too long and he ended up freezing to death. So he's like frozen with his eyes open, and they pulled him out and they tried to do chest compressions on him, and he was so frozen that his chest broke.
No, I'm good.
Like there was still air in his lungs, so it was kind of like frozen and hollowed out. Very, very, very. Yeah, no, I'll skip that.
If I want to get that cold, I can go to Alaska
Yep.
in the wintertime.
Get frostbite like Mother Nature intended it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll go hit this other cornfield and probably the sunflower, and then I'll go back and do those soybean fields. They're not. I could probably do them without even taking a grain cart up there. There's probably not enough to even fill this combine up, so I'll do those later this afternoon. And when we come back, I'll probably just mow that one grass field. I probably won't mow around the fields like I did before, because these fields that we harvested today, I'm gonna be working on them and trying to efficientlize them. Is that a word? Efficientlize? Make them more efficient. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna do a ton of flattening or stuff like that. There's a few spots that need a little bit of smoothing, but as far as like trying to get them tweaked out to where the curves are a little broader and the edges might be a little straighter, just a little bit. Efficientlize. Is that a word? That's gotta be a word. Make them more efficient. Oh wait, there's a cornfield down here too. Man, these cornfields are popping up everywhere. Like, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, another cornfield. Ooh, another cornfield. plowed this line over here. That's kind of where it'll be at, I think. Not gonna plow under the gravel road though. Gonna leave that there. Alright, we should be getting very, very close now. I'm ready for some pizza.
Already had mine.
You already had yours?
Yeah, my son was going out and he picked up a couple pizzas and got a just regular Caesars, double cheese and stuffed crust.
I have the app on my phone for Domino's. So they have a $7.99 coupon for any pizza, any crust with one topping for $7.99. So I got the Parmesan stuffed crust, and I actually did add one more topping in addition to the one topping. So I do shredded provolone cheese and cheddar cheese. So it's basically a cheese pizza, but it's also got the stuffed crust cheese. So extra cheesy.
I screwed up a couple weeks ago. I got Papa John's. They did one of those buy one large, get one free.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a regular cheese pizza and then a cheese pizza with a regular cheese pizza and then a pepperoni and sausage pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it came with the sausage and pepperoni and the sauce, but no cheese.
Oh.
I was like, ew, this ain't good.
Huh. Hamburger helper with deer hamburger. LOL.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does. Sounds
I
good
mean,
for the fall, though.
yeah, and tell you the truth, if deer meat is done properly, you can't even tell if it's deer meat.
Yeah.
If it's done right.
I like deer jerky and deer sausage. But that's one of those things that, really is more of a fall type thing to me. I mean, you can eat it any time of the year, but I guess because it's, in season then, I guess, technically. Alright. Finish this pass here and then we will go do a raid here. Get that little bit here in a second. Got a lot done. We got all these oats and the corn. Got a little bit of corn left. Got a few soybeans left. We did a big soybean field over there too. So yeah, I think that will do it for today. Let me go hit this button over here. Gotta find the button. Alright, so we'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe Phil will be back, maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Until then, remember you reap what you sow, guys. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Here we go, we're gonna raid.